So this is not the end crochet, and what I want to do this afternoon is to show you how to do the top half double crochet stitch. Now I've tried to record this several times, and each time I do, I forget something. So I've written down everything that I know about the stitch, and I'm gonna read that off to you. So if I sound robotic, it's because I'm reading. And then too, I kind of always sound robotic to me, but hey, that's just the thing. Let's see. Facts about the top half double crochet stitch. It's a multiple of 3 plus 2. It is reversible. I've only done it in the flat. I imagine it can be done in the round with a crown on top, and then you implement the stitch. I don't know, whatever I show it to you, you can do what you want with it. So we'll see. The foundation or setup row are half double crochets. So you don't need to do the chain and do single crochets. You're going to do half double crochets. And that's a pretty thick little stitch, so it can take it. The stitches are in a progression, meaning you don't stay in the same post. You move to the next stitch as you go. And here's a question I posed. Do you count the turning chain as a stitch? No. You start the stitch in the first complete stitch of the previous row. Stitching aligns on top of previous row stitching. If your stitches don't align, then something is off further back in the row or on a previous row. So always be sure to check your row before you move forward. And I posed a question: did not, aka me, create or design this stitch? It's possible. I haven't seen it anywhere else. However, the possibility of it already existing is high in the crochet world. I haven't seen it. That's the honest truth. I haven't seen it. And I just was playing one day, and there it was. And it worked. I said, hey, this works. A new stitch. Okay, the last thing I wanted to mention is, can this technique be done with other stitching? Yes. I've done it with a double crochet. It doesn't quite work with a treble or triple crochet or a single crochet, because you need that third loop to put the last stitch into. Okay, I think I've covered all the bases. So what I'm going to do, I'll make a little swatch, and I want you to watch as I do it. I'm going to do slip knot, 24 chain, because that's a multiple of 3. Then I'm going to do the 2 chain and turn and come back down and do the half double crochet of the chain. So I tried to pick a hook that will show up good. If you haven't done, well, I haven't done it. If you don't know how to do a slip knot, then I have that on my lessons playlist. All the basic stitching, it's right there for you to learn. Okay, there's a knot. Chain is also there. Half double crochet is there. So all the basic stitching, if you don't know how to do it and you want to learn how to crochet, go there and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, and it's a brand new hook. I've never used it, so keeping my fingers crossed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Be back with you when I get to 24. Okay, that's my chain of 24. Then I'm going to do 2, 1, 2. Then I'm going to loop around because I'm getting ready to start my chain of half double crochets. And I'm going to enter into the 1, 2, 3, third loop. I'm going to do half double crochet. There. Go to the next one. Half double crochet. Okay, I'm going to continue down the chain. When I get to the end, I'll be back. So I'm going to put it back in. Okay, I'm ready to start. If I'm going too fast, you can slow me down via YouTube. That's the first one in the back. Finish the stitch. I'm going to do the next one, the very next stitch in the front. Then the third one, I'm going to do in the next stitch on the underneath. Back, next stitch. Make sure I got just that stitch. Front, next stitch, there, back, next stitch, front, next stitch, underneath. My stitching is a little loose, and that's probably because it's a new hook. Pull off some yarn. I'm gonna continue, and sometimes it might be kind of hard for you to see where to put your hook. You just turn it and find your V. Back, front, underneath. Back, front, underneath. Back, next stitch, front, next stitch, underneath. See the pattern that's forming? Undo some yarn. Let's see. Back. Next stitch, front. Next stitch, underneath. Okay, I have exactly 3 stitches left. That's perfect. back, front, and sometimes it might be a little hard to get this one out, so you might have to pull it out. Underneath. Yeah, my tension is real loose. It's still loose. I do my 2 chain. Now get turned. I'll start the same thing over in this first stitch. Back. Next stitch, front, 3rd stitch, underneath. Now if you miss a stitch, it's going to throw everything off. So you want to be careful not to do that. And if you do, hey, you can always, you do is undo it and try again. No harm in trying. And once you get used to it, your rhythm sets in, you'll enjoy it. Okay, I'll probably be able to speed up a little bit now. And the more I get used to this, oops, split. The more I get used to this hook, the better it's gonna be. Okay, I've done all 3, so I need the back, front, underneath. Back, next stitch, front, next stitch, underneath. Okay, back, front, underneath. Okay, I'm gonna play for a little bit, then I'll be back. Just as I figured, the more I crochet, the tighter my tension would get. So everything's going kind of like that. Don't quite have my hook turned on its side, so that could be throwing some things off. Look all right now. Another thing, that if you put a post in the wrong part of the 3 loops, that'll throw everything off too. So you want to be mindful of that. But you know, we're human, so mistakes will happen. Okay, the last 3 stitches. Oops, lost my loop. Front. If I can get up under here, get my stitch. Might need something with more of a pointy head right there. Oh, it's really pointed, but The yarn's slippery too. So, there. That's it. That's the top half double. See how they all line up? Right there, 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 there. If they're not sitting on top of each other like that, then something's wrong. Okay. See my tension? Oh well, I'm still working on that from being away from crochet for so long. But that's how you do the top half double. On the back, the front, and then underneath. And that's how you make that pattern. Hope this helps. Toodles.